How to make your own trinket, Shelly'S version. Full tutorial. Feel free to skip to your desired part if you think you are all ready. So, for step 1 of preparatory work, you have to identify the size of the trinket that you want. Is it big? Or is it small? For me, I choose the size that reflects real-life badges, which is roughly about the size of my hand. For step 2, you have to decide which kind of complexity you want, whether it is a complex one like a 3D movable or just a regular 2D. Take it as an example. Of course, the time and effort will differ. For me, I chose a regular 3D, which still took me a few hours as I was not locked in. Step 3. Choose the materials you need. For me, I use thin cardboard less than 0.2 centimeters in thickness, as it is easy to cut. For coloring, if you want more colors, I would highly suggest markers or fine liners that are fast drying and do not soak the materials because I used Copic on my foam sheet, it smudged. As for glue, I use U-Chew because it dries fast. So next up, I will go through the process of how I make my version of the Shelly trinket. I use thin cardboard that I dissected from my computer packaging a year ago. A light brown color would be best to minimize coloring. Dark brown foam sheet. Choose the dense one and not the fuzzy one. As for glue, I choose U-Chew, a fine liner for tracing, and lastly, a printer for printing. But if you don't have one, just head down to any printing shop to print. So for the first step, you need to go print Shelly trinkets. Remember to put it in the correct size before you print. Roughly 6 to 7 pieces would be enough, 5 for different parts and 2 for extra in case you messed up. There are a total of 4 to 5 layers, depending on whether you want to have a backing, but I highly recommend having a backing if you want to stick a pin behind. The first layer is the badge, the second layer is the white deco behind the badge, the third layer is the light brown ribbon, and the fourth layer is the dark brown ribbon. And lastly, the fifth layer, the backing. Next, for paper cutting. You will need to cut out the badge with deco plus light brown ribbon, and finally, 2 whole trinkets. You do not need to exclude anything. Special note to cut them out along with their black lines. Do not exclude them, include them. Next, trace. Don't be lazy and trace out if there is a chance you have to do even more work. Firstly, place your paper pieces on a piece of cardboard. Next, trace the outline of the paper on the cardboard using a fine liner pen. Do take note. Do not trace number 4 or layer 4 on the cardboard. Trace them on a piece of foam sheet instead. Time to cut your cardboard. Firstly, cut out what you just traced. You should end up with 4 pieces of cardboard and 1 from the foam sheet. If not, check what is missing. Lastly, paste them together. Paste the paper cutout over your cardboard/foam sheet, respectively. Wait for them to dry, and then paste the different components together in this order. Badge over white deco, then white deco on light brown ribbon, and lastly, the light brown ribbon on the dark brown ribbon. Make sure they are at the correct angle. And ta-da, you are done. Now I will go through how to make the lowest difficulty Shelly trinket, in my opinion. Firstly, get your materials ready. Thin light brown colored cardboard and some paper with a Shelly trinket printed on it. Some glue, of course. And don't forget your fine liner pen. So get ready with about 1 to 2 pieces of paper with a Shelly trinket printed on it. Cut out the trinket from the printed paper. Put the paper cut out on cardboard and use a fine liner pen and trace the outline of the paper on the cardboard. Cut out the cardboard based on what you just traced. Paste the printed paper cutout onto the cardboard cutout. If you need to put a pin, make another cardboard cutout as the backing. And there you go, your Shelly trinket simple version. As for the tiny details, I will leave it up to you all. Hope that you guys enjoy the video and learn something from it. That's it from me. Follow me for more content in the future. Bye.